Hi, I'm Israr Raja, and welcome to another session of Learning with Israr at my YouTube channel, ISRAR'S channel. Today, our topic is logistics ecosystem in a supply chain. So, it means that what is the ecosystem of a logistic in a supply chain? Before explaining a logistic ecosystem, let's first define what is logistic and what is an ecosystem is. As the supply chain management students and professional knows that logistic is the part of supply chain management that deals with the efficient and effective forward and reverse flow of goods, services and related information from the point of origin to the point of consumption according to the needs of customers and other stakeholders. So, logistic management is a component that holds the supply chain together, and resources managed in logistic may include tangible goods such as materials, equipment, and supplies, as well as food and other consumable items. After defining logistics and logistics management, now let's see what is the meaning of ecosystem. An ecosystem is the complex of a community of organizations and its environment functioning as a unit. Ecosystem is a system or a group of interconnected elements formed by the interaction of a community of organization with their environment. After defining logistics and the ecosystem, let's now define logistics ecosystem. Uh, a logistic ecosystem refers to the interconnected network of organizations, resources, technologies, and processes involved in the planning, executions, and control of the flow and the storage of goods and services from point of origin to the point of consumptions. So, all this environment in which logistic is moving the goods and information from point of source to the end consumption is called a logistic ecosystem, or it is the ecosystem of a logistic management. Logistic ecosystem encompasses various elements such as transportation, warehousing, inventory management, and information system working together to facilitate the smooth and the efficient movement of the goods through the supply chain. This ecosystem involved collaborations among different stakeholders, including suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and retailers, to optimize the overall logistic process. After explaining the definition of logistics ecosystem, we come to know that the components of the logistic ecosystems not only include various operations in the process of goods from producer to consumers, such as transportation, freight forwarding, distribution, warehousing, packaging, and distribution processing, but also include support for all related information flows, business flows, and capital flows. Logistic ecosystem also includes operational activities such as information technology systems, logistic equipment supplies, cold chain logistics, e-commerce, import and export, customs regulations, insurance, supply chain finances, training services, logistic, real estate, and trade logistics. So now let's identify the components of the logistic ecosystem one by one. For a better understanding of logistic ecosystem, we can divide it into two dimensions. On one side, these are the organizations involved in the logistics, and on the other side is the physical environment in which these organizations interact. So now let's first mention the organizations which are involved in the logistic ecosystem, or those are the part of logistic ecosystem. These are manufacturers, suppliers, producers, processors, refiner, and vendors. Then intermodal companies, it includes logistic service provider, ship rail, ship truck, rail truck. then terminals like ports and the depots, then non-vessel operating common carriers like called NVOCC, freight forward including forwarders companies and the forwarding agent. Then transportation providers, that's LSP, as ocean transport and transport, rail transport and air transport. Then logistics service providers, third party logistics, warehouses, shippers and the distributors. The next one is the equipment provider, so those provide the truck and trailers provider, intermodal container provider and shipping container providers. Then the next one is the suppliers, beneficial cargo owners called BCO, importers, receiver and retailer. And the last one is the warehouse and the distribution centers, storage and distributors involved. After mentioning the organization which are the part of logistics ecosystem, now let's talk about the physical environment in which they operate. So number one is the roads, highways, motorways, railways, bridges, tunnels, stations, toll plazas, weighing stations, ports, airports, air routes, waterways and streets. The next one is the rules and regulation, including the security. These are all the compliances in which they are operating. The legal environment also include. Then is the insurance and the banking system, which are also interacting, which is the part of logistic ecosystem. Then telecommunication and IT companies. Then the last one is the educational and training center for human resource development in the logistic management. So all these are making the part of a larger logistic ecosystem. So every logistic manager has to understand what is the logistic ecosystem is in which he or she is working. I hope after watching this video presentation and listening these all contents, you have a better understanding of logistics ecosystem. So if you have any question, please don't hesitate to write in the comment sections, and I will be glad to answer your all questions. And for now, goodbye and take care till my next presentation.